Welcome to today's video. In this episode, we're going to explore the current state of the Iran-Israel conflict. We'll take a closer look at the deep-rooted history of the tensions and the dramatic events in the recent times. To understand the Iran-Israel conflict, we need to go back to the Iranian Revolution of 1979. Before this, relations between Iran and Israel were friendly, particularly during the reign of the Shah Pahlavis. However, the revolution radically shifted Iran's stance, with its new leadership viewing Israel as an enemy of Islam. The Islamic Republic declared Israel an illegitimate state and has since actively supported groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, both of which oppose Israel's existence. Over the years, the conflict has grown to involve proxy wars and regional power struggles. In the 1980s and 1990s, Iran's support for Hezbollah in Lebanon, and later Hamas in Gaza, created direct confrontation points with Israel. Both groups have launched numerous attacks on Israeli territory, prompting a series of military responses from Israel. These proxy battles have been a key feature of the broader Middle Eastern conflict. Over the years, Israel has conducted military operations aimed at neutralizing these threats, often targeting Iranian interests directly, whether in Syria or through the assassination of key leaders in militant groups. The conflict reached new heights on October 7, 2023, when Hamas launched an unprecedented missile attack on Israel. In addition to the rocket barrage, Hamas militants infiltrated Israeli territory using parachutes, launching a wave of kidnappings, murders, and brutal assaults on civilians in southern Israel. This attack created chaos in Israel, drawing condemnation from many nations, especially in the West. Hundreds of civilians, including foreigners, were taken hostage or killed. Israel quickly responded by declaring war on Gaza the same day. The situation escalated further when Hezbollah, another Iran-backed militant group based in Lebanon, joined the conflict on October 8, 2023, attempting a similar assault on Israel's northern border. Israel's military forces responded swiftly, launching a series of strikes targeting Hezbollah positions in Lebanon. Over the following months, Israel intensified its military operations, not only in Gaza but also in Lebanon, with the goal of dismantling both Hamas and Hezbollah. Israel's retaliation reached new heights in April 2024 when Israeli forces assassinated a key Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh during a high-profile event in Tehran, Iran, where he was attending the oath ceremony of Iran's prime minister. In the months that followed, Israel set its sights on Hezbollah, employing various tactics to weaken the group's leadership. By September 2024, Israel had assassinated many of Hezbollah's top commanders, including a strategic operation in which Israeli forces planted explosives in the pages Hezbollah leaders used for communication. Their most significant victory came on September 27, 2024, when Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, killed Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, in a targeted strike. This was a major blow to the group and caused outrage among Muslims worldwide, further intensifying the regional conflict. Iran, which had been harboring resentment over Israel's actions, finally retaliated on October 1, 2024, launching a massive missile strike. Iran fired 180 ballistic missiles at Israel in a move seen as a direct response to the assassinations of both Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. Although Israel's Iron Dome defense system successfully intercepted the majority of these missiles, the strike sent a powerful message. Despite the lack of significant casualties, the psychological and political impact of this missile attack has been enormous. Following the attack, Israel vowed to retaliate against Iran, further heightening fears of a direct military confrontation between the two nations. Israel has already stepped up its military readiness and is expected to strike back, potentially targeting Iranian assets directly in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, the international community has been scrambling to de-escalate the situation, with fears of a wider regional war looming large. The conflict continues to draw in major global players, with diplomatic efforts struggling to keep pace with the rapidly unfolding events. The Iran-Israel conflict has reached a critical juncture. The events of the past year, from Hamas's unprecedented assault, to the assassinations of Hezbollah leaders, to Iran's missile barrage, have left the region on the brink of a larger war. As the world watches closely, only time will tell how these developments will reshape the Middle East. Will the situation spiral into an all-out war, or is there still hope for diplomatic resolution? If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep you updated as this story unfolds.